Hi, my name is Rosie Gill and I'm the Director of Education at Milk Street, and this is Milk Street at Home. We're going to make the best bean salad ever. It's just 2 key steps and 6 ingredients. The key steps are easy. We're going to partially smash and brown or even char the beans to get the most flavor possible. And we're going to take 3 of the ingredients and use them twice to get the most impact out of them. The result is a salad that's much greater than the sum of its parts. So first, take 1.5 teaspoons of fennel seed and 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seed and roughly grind them. You want them still partially whole in a mortar and pestle or with a rolling pin. Add them to a bowl with a teaspoon each of salt and pepper and set that aside. Now comes the key part, which is actually very simple. Take 2 cans of chickpeas that you've drained, or the equivalent amount of chickpeas you've cooked yourself, and partially mash them. So with a potato masher, you want to lightly mash them. You still want some whole beans, and you don't want to create a paste. You just want texture. What this allows us to do is develop an immense amount of flavor. So 1, bursting the cell walls releases more flavor from the beans themselves. 2, it creates surface area. So when we put them in a hot skillet, more of the beans can brown. And 3, it creates this grippy texture. So when we dress the salad later, the dressing will sort of cling to and even be a little bit absorbed by the beans. In the end, you really do make the best bean salad ever from this one simple step of partially mashing them. Okay, so now you have your beans ready. You want to heat a stainless steel skillet. We're adding a lot of acid later, so I don't recommend using cast iron, with 2 tablespoons of oil. When that's really hot, add in your beans and half of your spice mixture. Once it's evenly distributed in the pan, don't touch it. We really want to develop that browning. We also want to toast the spices. We want to maximize our flavor here. Once you see some good deep browning on parts of your beans, then you want to add in half of a bunch of scallions that you've sliced. It doesn't matter if it's the scallion whites or the scallion greens or a mixture of them, just half of the bunch of scallions. Cook that briefly until the scallions slightly wilt and you take that raw, acrid bite out of them. Then you can add in 2 more tablespoons of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, and the rest of your spice mixture. Give this a quick stir in the pan, and then immediately put it into a serving bowl and garnish with herb of choice. It can be mint, dill, parsley, whatever you think goes best with lemon, scallions, and garbanzo beans. So all you need to remember, mash your beans, partially mash your beans, create texture diversity. You'll get way more flavor. And then second, make sure you use your ingredients twice. You'll use fewer ingredients, you'll get more out of them. So your cooking is simpler, but it's also better. Instead of adding the entire kitchen sink, you're just adding a few things, but you're applying them smartly. So you've got cooked scallions and raw scallions. You've got toasted spices and raw spices, lemon juice and lemon zest. So your ingredient list stays really short, and you use technique to make sure that you create something really memorable.